Hey y'all, I'm Onika and I'm from Toronto. I think I've always had mental health challenges. I had some really bad experiences as a child from the age of 6, being molested, and at the age of 14, I was gang raped. At the age of 18, I was raped by a boyfriend. At the age of 27, I was drugged and raped. At 16, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety. And then at the age of 24, I was diagnosed with bipolar. I have spent a year of my life in psychiatric institutions. To be treated the way I've been treated several times, handcuffed, thrown to the ground, strapped down because I didn't want to eat. You wouldn't treat someone with a broken leg like that or a broken arm. They don't lock people up for cancer. Physical health is mental health. Like, your brain is a part of your physical being. It's shocking to me how little people know about mental health. They'll lock you away, and it's not that they forget about you, but you feel forgotten. There's not a lot of kindness when it comes to mental health, and I think there needs to be a change. My bipolar, it's a chemical imbalance in my brain, I know that, but it could easily be anybody. I grew up in a Guyanese household, and mental health is not a thing. They think they could pray the cray away. I might not necessarily look like what mental health looks like for some people because of their preconceived notions or the stereotypes or the stigma that's around it. I might not look it, but I've struggled. It's called the Dainty Dish podcast because my last name is Dainty and I got that dish. It's a weekly show. It airs every Wednesday. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love hearing people's stories, challenges they've faced and what they've gone through. And every time a podcast airs, I feel like I've given a little piece of myself to the world. It helps people find their way back to whatever normal looks like for them. That's what matters to me, even if it's one life, even if I could save one life or help one person. There's certain people I know not to call when I'm going through depression because they're not listening to me. They're just advising me of what they think that I should do to get better. I had one woman tell me, just put on some lipstick and bake a cake, you'll be fine. Like, I've lost a lot of people along the way, but I always think they weren't supposed to be a part of my journey. I've made sure I've surrounded myself with people who genuinely listen to me when I'm going through what I'm going through. It doesn't have to be a ton of people. It could be one person that you just call when you're feeling low. Making those connections are very, very important. When it comes to depression, don't keep it all inside. Don't think that you're fighting alone. Fighting it is very, very hard, but it's not impossible. Something glorious is at the end of this very dark tunnel. There is a pot of gold at the end of my rainbow, and I know there's sunshine after the rain.